What's up, Internet? This is Skinny from Cobourg Nissan, and I'm doing a very special video today because beside me is the newest member of our Cobourg Nissan team. This is Steph. Steph, say hello.
Hey guys!
So Steph has come to us. She's got a great background in the medical industry, and now she wants to sell cars. Good for her, so we're so happy to have her aboard. And this video is kind of like a tutorial. I want to show her how I do some of these videos because she's got a great Facebook page, which I'm going to link on the bottom here. So check her out, like her page, and you're going to get lots of exciting new information about new arrivals that come to the store and cool product tips. And who else? What else are you going to put on there, Steph?
Cars.
Lots of cars.
Lots of cars.
Tips, helpful stuff. Who knows? Funny pictures. You never know what's going to happen on our Facebook page. Okay, well, we're going to have to talk about that. So stay tuned, like her page, and I'm going to show her how to do a walk around on this amazing Pathfinder that's behind us. So let's go have a look.
All right.
Okay, so Steph and I are here, and Steph did a quick video and showed me, and she asked what I thought, and I thought it was actually pretty fantastic, and I want to give her a couple of the tips that I do. So Steph, first things first, see here how the Pathfinder, you can see it's right in the frame, you know, you've got a lot of space around it so they can get a full view of the car, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's where I like to start. I always like to start at the front of the car, and I'm going to tell them a little bit of history of this vehicle. So this is a 16 Pathfinder, it's a Platinum, it's fully loaded. I know that this is a one-owner vehicle, and we bought it back from the customer. They decided that they couldn't drive a car anymore, unfortunately. It was a little bit older gentleman. And now we have it. It has no accident history, bought and serviced at Cobourg Nissan. So I always like to talk about that right up front so that way they can see the car, kind of get all that information, and then I start walking around and telling you about the vehicle. So we're going to start our walk around now. So this is a 16 Pathfinder. All the Pathfinders come with a 3.5 liter V6 engine, and I don't know if you know this stuff, but that is one of the 10 top best engines in the world. That's been rated by Wards for the last almost 25 years, so it is an absolutely fantastic engine. And Steph, as you can see, when I'm walking around, see how that car still stays in frame, the whole car stays there? And that's kind of the idea, right? You want to give people a great look. When you're doing these videos, Steph, what you want to do is you want to look to see if there's any damage, dings, dents, scratches. They're used cars, that happens. And point it out. Let people at home know what they're looking at, so that way it's no surprises when they come to look at the car. There's nothing worse than going on these dealer websites where all the photos are really retouched and you don't know, the car looks perfect, and then you get there and there's all these scratches and stuff like that. So we don't want to let anybody down because we know that Cobourg's a little bit farther out of the city than normal. So I always like to point out anything that I see when I'm doing the videos right away. So now when we're talking about vehicles like this that have a power tailgate, I always like to show them how that works. So the Platinum is a fully loaded vehicle. It does come with the power tailgate. Pop it open, and now we can show them inside the trunk. And I cheat because I have a really cool widescreen camera, so I get to keep everything kind of in view a little bit better. Now, here's a good sign. So you can see here the WeatherTech floor mat in the back. So that tells you right there, like this mat here, if I'm not mistaken, is about $100 just for this cargo mat. So that tells you that the previous owner obviously really cared about the car enough to invest in, you know, kind of protection stuff like this. Underneath the mat, you have the fold flat seating, as you can see there. So the Pathfinder is a 7-passenger. And I like to show Steph how easy this is to use. So you just give a pull on this handle, up the seat goes, up the headrest goes, and now you can see what it looks like with that 7-passenger configuration, or in this case 6, and the other side folded down. And then to fold these down, headrest goes down, lever goes down, and it's just that easy. So as you can see, you don't have to jump in the car, you don't have to go and fool around with a bunch of stuff. It's nice and easy to do. So let's close this back up. And as we're closing it, you can see that the Pathfinder has this trailer hitch at the bottom. It's already pre-wired, so you're ready to go. And hey, here's a product knowledge thing. Steph, what can a Pathfinder tow? How much weight? Take a stab at it.
I know it. 4,600?
Oh, so close. 5,000 pounds.
5,000.
5,000 pounds of toys on the back. So, if you've got a boat, trailer, jet skis, snowmobile, I don't know, if you're towing giraffes, you can tow it. 5,000 pounds, no big deal. So, coming around the side again, Steph, I'm keeping the whole car in view. Now, let's say I want to show off the exclusive Platinum 20-inch wheels, right? So, all I got to do is come in, show them off, and it's kind of cool if you do one of these like swooping kind of fancy, you know what I mean? Hey, I'm not a cinematographer, but you gotta make it look good.
Yeah.
Right? So 20-inch wheels on the Platinum Pathfinder, which I'm sure you know because you've been doing a lot of research. Coming around the front, here's another great sign that someone loved this car, and they put the hood deflector on the front. And again, accessories means love. You know, you get a car without accessories, not to say they don't love the car, but they're certainly spending more money when they get those accessories put on. You can see here it also has the vent visors up top. Keeps the rain out if you want to vent the windows down a bit. Now let's have a look on the inside. So Steph, when I do this, what I like to do is kind of give you almost like an entrance view. Like, you know, the realtors, they open the front door and it walks in. It's really kind of cool. So I like to do that here. So now if we're walking into the Pathfinder, I like to pan down on the seats to show everybody at home that there's no rips or tears. And then, as you were mentioning in your video, these rear seats do recline. And in the Pathfinder, what's really cool is how you get in the back seat. This lever here, just give it a pull up, and everything slides forward. And you can see you've got a huge entranceway to jump in those back seats, right? And that's really important. Now, Steph, here's a quick product knowledge thing. If you had car seats installed, can you still do that cool little maneuver?
You can.
Absolutely. Which side is it on? Driver or passenger side?
I'm gonna say passenger.
You are right. So for all you guys at home, if you have car seats, that passenger side seat can slide forward even with a car seat installed. So you don't need to take it out, and you don't need to have people run around the other side to get into the Pathfinder. Really cool, amazing feature, and that's exclusive to a Pathfinder. You can see the Platinum model here has the rear DVD players in the headrest, both driver and passenger side, and it also comes with the wireless remote and wireless headphones as well, so you don't have to listen to Finding Nemo while the kids are watching. And I'm just sliding the seat back here because I want to show you something else. In the back of the Pathfinder, it is a tri-zone climate control, so you have rear heating and air conditioning in the back, as well as you can see down here, you have heated seats in the rear, so both outside seats are heated, and you have a 120 watt outlet, which is fantastic if you got little guys with iPads or tablets or something that you want to keep powered up while they're going on a little bit longer trip. Plug it in there and you're good to go. So now, Steph, if I want to start the car with the remote starter, what do I do first?
You gotta hold the button down.
But first, we gotta lock it.
You gotta lock it. Okay.
Now push and hold. All right. So now that we've got the car started, I like that feature. A lot of people say, oh, that's great for the winter time, but it's actually great for the summertime too, because when it's 36 degrees out and the car is about 48 on the inside, you can cool the car down because it will turn on the air conditioning as the car is started. So with the intelligent key, you push the button, it unlocks the door, and then we're hopping in. So again, Steph, same thing we're gonna do here. We're gonna give that kind of cool view where they're getting into the car, and we're gonna show everybody here that these front seats are in as great condition as the back seats. Now you've got a power driver seat down here, which is connected to the memory system here on the door. So you have a two driver setting. So probably his and hers, I would guess. And coming over here, I want to show you this plethora of buttons. So you've got your traction control. Now the Platinum has a heated steering wheel, which is absolutely fantastic. That heats up in about 30 seconds in the wintertime. You've got your power tailgate, and you can actually turn the power tailgate off. A lot of people ask, well, why would you want to turn it off? If you've got a trailer behind you, or let's say you've got a really short garage, you might want to turn it off just so you don't bump into something back there. Now, here's your blind spot warning. You can turn that on and off. You can see you can put the Pathfinder in tow mode, and that allows you to use the engine a little bit differently in case you're using kind of the full capacity of that 5,000 pounds for towing. Another great thing on the Pathfinder is a power tilt and telescopic steering wheel. And that is so cool because that is hooked up to the driver's memory system along with the side view mirrors. So when a driver gets in, let's say they're really long legs, so the steering wheel's forward, the seat's all the way back, the mirrors are all crazy, and then let's say another person hops in, you can actually have those two different settings set up, and it's actually recognized by the key as well. So if it's, say mom and dad's settings will go according to his key. Mom's according to hers, which is great. So now that we've activated the remote start, Steph, how do we start the car without it stopping?
How do we start the car without it stopping?
Right, so the car's started, but how would I go and drive away now? Because if I go and touch the...
Oh, you gotta put your foot on the brake.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna push the start button.
Awesome. Oh, well that didn't work. See, and that's why sometimes S happens in videos. Right, and here we are. S happens. So, we just keep going. What are you gonna do, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
It started.
It started. Hey, now we're started. Now we're ready to go. Right? So you can see this Pathfinder has 24,720 kilometers, really low mileage. It's a 2016. It's exactly what you would expect. And now what I like to do, Steph, is I kind of give them a view of the dash. So I just do a quick pan, slide over, kind of give them an idea of what they're looking at. And then I start with the center here. So you've got that touchscreen navigation system. Behind the navigation is obviously your Bose stereo. It is a 12 or 13 speaker Bose stereo. Do you know?
12 or 13?
Speaker, yeah. Which one? 12 or 13?
I believe it's 12.
12? Sweet. Let's go 12. I don't know the answer. It's 12 or 13, but either way, if it's 13, you get +1 speakers. Bonus speaker. So, Steph, on the Platinum model, it has a rear view camera, but what else does it have?
Bird's eye view.
Ah, yes. Top down, bird's eye view, around view camera, call it what you will. But you can see here, when we hit the camera button, it gives you the front camera, because it assumes that you're parking. And then it gives you that top-down view on the right. So there's 4 cameras on the vehicle, one in the front, one in the rear, and then one on each side view mirror. And it gives you a top-down view to make really easy use of parking. And it's also a great safety feature if you have little kids or if you live in a neighborhood with a lot of kids. It really does a great job of making sure you're not going to hurt anybody or some bikes or hockey sticks or whatever. So now I scroll down. I'm going to show everybody the radio. Oh,
Hi, my name is Sabrina.
Somebody was having fun. See, again, it happens. What are you going to do?
That's right.
So it does have XM satellite radio, CD player. It also does streaming via Bluetooth from your cell phone. So, Steph, do you use like Google Play or Spotify or anything like that?
Spotify, yeah.
There you go. So Spotify will play right from your phone without any cords, really nice and simple, and it'll actually display up here in the display the song that's playing, etc. So if you have playlists and stuff like that, you can flip through. You don't have to use your phone because, let's face it, nobody wants that big fine for using your phone on the road.
That's right.
Scrolling down, there's your radio controls, dual zone climate control, so his and her side keeps everybody happy. Now, an exclusive feature to the Platinum is you have the heated and cooled seats. Now, what's particularly nice about the way they've set this up is, remember again, it's a remote starter, right? So summertime, it's 36 degrees outside, it's 48 in your car, and you want to cool your car off, right? Well, because this switch is a dial and it doesn't turn back, when you remote start the car with that setting on cooled seats, guess what? It's going to cool those seats down before you even jump in. So really, really smart design by Nissan. A lot of other manufacturers will have it, say, in the touchscreen display where you have to go to climate and da-da-da. That's not helping you because when you use the remote start, you wouldn't be able to set that up. So with them being down there, everything will turn on as you last left it when you use that remote start function, which is great. And nice gear shift, couple cup holders. Here is your 4-wheel drive settings. So you can see right now it's an automatic, which is the recommended mode. You can keep it in 2-wheel if you wish, or if you're in a situation where you want to lock the 4-wheel, you give it a twist and it will lock 4-wheel drive for you as well. And there's your downhill descent control. Don't know why you would need it, but if you want to, it is there. Jumping up into the armrest, because it's important here, is your wireless remote. And inside here are your wireless headphones. And then underneath all that, I don't know if you can see it there, but there is a USB port as well. So if you want to charge your cell phone, plug your USB cord in there and charge away. So now what I do, Steph, is I jump out of the car and just give a quick final look of the inside as I close it up. And as you can see, it is not hard to kill time. This is the 13-minute video. And yeah, there it is. So now I just like to say my kind of exit piece. Everybody's got their own thing, but I always tell people I love working at Cobourg Nissan. I think they're going to love buying here. And yeah, so I'm going to flip it around. and just say thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. It's a quick tour of a really beautiful car. It's also a great introduction for our newest member, Steph. So if you have any questions, please email Steph. It's Stephanie@CobourgNissan.com, or give her a call. Ask her all the questions on this Pathfinder, because now she knows everything about it. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take care and have a great day.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.